Amazon censorship in Blue Protocol. That's right. I think what they should do, remove the women. Because this problem, like, it's always about the boobs are too big, the boobs are too small, the character looks too old, the character looks too young. Why don't we just remove the women from the game, and then we won't have any more problems? Why haven't they thought of this? I don't get it. I'll have to message Amazon afterwards and give them my idea.
Hello everyone, EtherSong here, and today we're going to be talking about censorship in Blue Protocol. Now, this is a topic that first came up on a number.
So how big can you make her boobs though? Like, because that's really what we're here for. Let's go ahead. Let's get right to it.
When we had the network test in Japan, there was some data mining happening where players found that there were some outfits that looked to be changed in the US version compared to the Japanese version. But at this time, I didn't really want to talk about it until we got some more information from Amazon. And in these past few days, there's going to be a lot of information coming out with the first looks of the Amazon version of Blue Protocol.
I kind of like, I'm so torn on this issue because I'm very much respect integrity and respect freedom. But I'm not I don't like lollies, okay? I don't like the lolly culture. I think it's creepy, and I think it's for pedos. That's what I fucking think. I think it's disgusting. The only changes that they have made to the outfits affect exclusively the young-looking female characters.
And in this, we got our first look at also the censorship in the game. So I figured this would be as good a time as any to talk about the censorship in the game and what's being changed, and just my thoughts on it in general. So to first start out...
How do you define young? Stop it. Stop it. We know... Stop it. We're not stupid, okay?
There was an interview here as well about the censorship, and they had a long answer. Blue Protocol database had a nice interview here. They said, let's start with the first question. Censorship is a huge topic in the West. Can you confirm if elements of the game will be changed in Blue Protocol to fit the Western scene? If yes, may you expand on this subject? And
I also want to I want to add to that, having young female characters in games, like no meme, is completely acceptable, and I have no problem with it, and I think anybody who does is weird. Like, chibis and lollies are two different things. There's nothing wrong with that. It's only bad if they're being portrayed in a sexual manner. That's the only time it's bad.
Mike here gave a very long answer, basically saying, yes, we're going to be censoring certain things to make it more approachable for the West, right? And some of these things include the shake button, the physics shake button, and also changing some of the character, I guess, outfits for especially the children models, which can make sense. But let's look at some of the things that changed. But one of the biggest ones that changed that wasn't really discussed here is that they removed one of the faces completely for the game. They have only two faces shown here.
What?
But there's actually, you know, a third one in the Japanese version. So you actually have a third version of the face here. Next we have the face features. So for the face features, there are three main faces to choose from. And also based on the face, it seems like the body size also is linked to it. So for this middle face here, you only can have small characters, because I guess it's like a younger face.
It's like, oh my god, what's wrong with this? Oh my god.
You can't. Yeah, so basically you adjust height.
Keep making excuses. Yeah, and that's the thing is, I mean, like, there's a part of me, and this is why I said that, like, I have my own personal opinion on this. But at the same time, why is it that weirdos are in charge of this stuff? Why can't a normal person just be in charge of this and we don't have stupid decisions being made? Like, I don't get this. How does this happen? All these freaks making decisions.
Face here that wasn't an option to choose in this Western version or the Amazon version of the release. So it looks like they just censored it completely. So they completely removed one of the faced options from the game, which is kind of incredible considering that back in their Welcome to Ragnus video that they had posted 7 months back, they actually had one of the
to unlock your lost memories.
These characters with the smaller faces showing right away in the video.
And also, like, the main character that you deal with is like some demon girl too, who has that same model. It's like there are girls that don't have big boobs. I know it's, trust me guys, it's just as upsetting for me as it is for you. But they do exist. And it's not like automatically weird. Like I don't know. Like, guys, am I crazy whenever I say that any normal fucking functioning adult human being knows exactly where the line is? That we know exactly where the fucking line is. And it's not confusing, it's not hard to understand, it's obvious. Fuck, I'm losing my mind seeing this shit. It makes me so mad.
So in their own promotional video, they have characters with this face type, and they just completely removed from the game because I guess it's seen as you can't have short characters, or the characters look too...
obviously the implication is that they're prepubescent girls, right? And so that's why. But I just think that that's such a... It's just like, you don't even understand the problem. Like, it's... Fuck, these fucking freaks that are... Fuck, why are they why did they make decisions? I just, oh my god. If any of these people left the house, like, what's wrong with them? What's fucking wrong? What's wrong with these people?
Young or something like that? Which it just feels
yes.
little obsessive in what they're doing. It's like, do you really need to go far? Does it need to be censored? Is anything about this character really need to be censored? And I would say no. There's no real reason to censor. I mean, look at, they said for...
Truth about it, there's a lot higher likelihood as soon as they're shut up weird in, go down a career path where they can continue to be shut in and weird. Normal people are more likely to go get jobs if they're normal and keep those jobs. Yeah. Well, you're right, S-Fan. Like, imagine explaining this problem to somebody who works at Home Depot. They'd be like, all right, sir, so do we need to call security? Okay. Yeah. So we gotta go call the police here. Is this like a, is this like some sort of like admittance, or are you confessing to something? What's going on here?
Or they're aiming for, what is it? Teen ratings?
Complete bullshit. This person's a fucking moron. You think that you can't have that with teen ratings? Well, then why is Nike Goddess of Victory teen rating? Shut the fuck up. Absolutely not. You think having a boob jiggle button in your... And it's not even a boob jiggle button. It just resets the animation of your character resetting back to its default standing position. It's not even a boob jiggle button, but it can be used as that. That's like saying that fucking an Xbox controller is a vibrator because people used to get in a Warthog and drive it into a wall on Blood Gulch and put it on their dick. It's stupid.
Looking for the teen rating, do you know? I mean, that makes sense. They want to make it so it fits into the Western rating system, and then some things may be changed for that. But let's look at even like something like Nike.
Great example.
That's being like put at 12 plus.
12 plus, yeah.
I think it's at the teen rating in US. If Nike can get a teen rating, I'm pretty sure Blue Protocol can get a teen rating with like a character like this.
Bro. Like, you think that, like, oh my god, like some parent, I was gonna buy this for my kid, but then I saw it had a boob jiggle button. Get the fuck out of here. Like, any parent that's bought, like, if you're a parent and your kids are playing MMOs, you've got, like, every once in a while, just watch them play the game and just see the kind of messages that people are sending them, just to make sure that there's nothing weird going on. And I mean that genuinely. This is actually not a joke. Please, parents, be an active part in your child's development rather than expecting Amazon to raise your child. It's not going to work out too well.
Is there anything that's really problematic about this? That's just what really sticks out to me. It's like, they are censoring things they really don't need to censor. There's no real reason to go...
Censoring revealing outfits as default outfits on characters that are clearly resembling prepubescent girls, I in generally support. That's the same way that I felt about Lalafels and Final Fantasy XIV, is that they're fine in general, but whenever you do that, it gets weird. Every normal person who has seen the sun knows this is obviously the line, and I don't know why nobody else that works at this company seems to understand that.
Go that far to censor these things. And interestingly, in Japan, this second face option, which is the face options for the smaller characters, was the most popular face type chosen by players in the network test back at the end of March here in Japan. I don't know about the release statistics, but it's probably pretty similar. About half the players playing the game, or half the players choosing female characters in Japan were choosing that face type. So Amazon completely removed the most popular face type from the game for the Western release. It just kind of...
Y'all can do like that meme where like, oh, Japan's full of weirdos or something like that. I'm like, yeah, maybe they've got a different culture and it's a bit weird in some ways. I agree with you, but I don't really know that. Like what I've never fucking been to Japan. I don't speak Japanese. I don't know what the fuck they do over there. So like, all I see is secondhand. But the other difference is over there, and this is the same thing with Korea, there are a lot more girls that play video games over there. That's my understanding. Again, I don't live there. I don't understand this as innately as somebody who lives there. But it would make sense that, like, a lot of girls would, you know, want to play the cute little character, right?
Boggles my mind.
It's not like Animal Crossing, which is a lot of girls that play that. It's not like they've got a fucking character in there that looks like JoJo, right?
That they would go that far. So just like completely cut it out. And that's considering that they're saying that this is a game about customization, right? Customize your character. That's one of their promotional things for the game.
Be your own hero and stand out on the battlefield. Equip armor, clothes, accessories, and mounts to fight back the forces of evil, and customize them to look good doing it. In Blue Protocol, the options are nearly limitless.
No, they're not. There's like not that many options.
You can look how you want and play how you want.
I find it funny how they say you can look how you want and play how you want, as long as it's not something we've censored, right? It's just kind of silly that their main focus of their promotion for their marketing.
Oh, this is the thing, right? Let's just go ahead and get down to brass tacks. A lot of people like playing anime games like this because they like being cute. They like to make a character that they imagine as them, etc. Like, that's just why people like this kind of stuff in general. That's why so many people use anime avatars. It's kawaii, you know, like, obviously, fuck. What are we talking about? So, like, the more rules that you put in front of people, the more people aren't going to care about that. And, like, I think it's more true with these anime games than it is with, like, a normal game. That people care way more about character customization.
For the game is all this customization, and they're the ones censoring the customization themselves. And we're still only at this point, the main thing that they're censoring, you know, is just... you know, coming to this physics option right here, the physics jiggle, and also, you know, one of the face types, the most popular face type from the Japanese audience from the game. And also, like, going back to this post, it looks like, you know, some of the NPCs in Japan have skirts, sort of like children NPCs have skirts. And I guess Amazon's looking to censor that. And I can kind of understand that, but...
Yeah, sure.
I don't know. On the other hand, you know, kids in Japan, and there's lots of kids in Japan just wear skirts, and it's no big deal. It's just like something that kids do. No one really thinks deeply about it. Is that really like a big deal for the games? I don't understand, but perhaps that's something that they need to do for the rating, which if it is, then I guess it's unavoidable, but maybe the rating system is...
Oh, they don't fucking understand the rating system at all. If they did, they would not worry about having a jiggle button. And, like, also, like, how is it a rate? Wait, 1 second. So, like, if you have, like, what's the logic in this? So the rating on the game should be a certain thing? Bro, if they have, like, effectively, like, weird, like, pedo shit in it, Bro, it shouldn't be a rating. It should be a rating by the FBI if you're making games like that. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you saying? It's gonna, like, seriously? What the fuck is this? Like, let's be honest here.
It's just being kind of like overreacting as well. Like, is that something that really is a problematic? I mean, you have games of like killing things and doing things like that. Yeah. And this is where they focus on. And I mean, I guess Amazon's not really like new to this censorship stuff, because I haven't really followed Lost Ark too much, but evidently when Lost Ark came to...
Yeah, this is the thing, right? Only Western culture thinks of it like that. I don't know, man. I think it's weird that you have girls that look like they're 8 running around in miniskirts. Like, I do. I'm sorry. Maybe I don't know. I think it's weird. I do. It's not going to ruin my life, but I just think it's kind of weird. I'm not saying, like, it's like the worst thing ever. I'm not saying that you're the same as, like, an actual predator. But I just think it's weird. Ban children from beaches, then? Come on. Come on, man. Come on. What, you really, you're not gonna goof me on this, man. As I've said, every normal person knows the line. But I do have to say, we can argue about this shit all day. I've made my point. People are either going to agree or they're not going to agree. Let's move on. This thing with Lost Ark, I think, was fucking ridiculous. People like looking at hot girls. Why is this a bad thing? Why is this a problem? It's so stupid. Like, why, like, who's complaining about this? Who has a problem with this? Some loser that writes for a gaming magazine that nobody reads? What the fuck are we doing? Different kinds of freaks, yes.
Amazon, they took their hand in a censorship jar and
this also, like, look at the character. This is not some, like, I don't understand how you can have a normal fit girl like this that has an achievable body. I think, you know, if you work out, you take care of your body, etc., you can look pretty close to this, right? Or at least a lot of girls can. Meanwhile, the fucking guys look like Mr. Olympia. What the fuck are we doing? How is it possible that you have these girls that just look like attractive average women, but then the men are just Mr. Olympia, Conan the fucking Barbarian, Ronnie Coleman, and like, what the fuck with Mike Tyson? Holy shit. And you know what? I want it that way. That's the way it's supposed to be. Because I don't want to run around with some fucking fedora wearing My Little Pony cargo pants, shorts with fucking socks and sandals at the same time, posting about atheism at the Target fucking kids section to buy more My Little Pony stuff. I don't want to look like him. I don't want to wear armor that's like can't fit around my fucking stomach. I want to look like, you know, Conan the Barbarian. That's the whole point. Why are people so weird about this shit? It's crazy. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. Oh, man. It's not inappropriate to objectify men. It's not objectifying, bro. It's just that you want to look at a hot chick, you want to look at a hot girl. Like, it's not objectifying. It's like, what the fuck? It's normal. Like, stop it.
And censored a lot of outfits. As you can see here, we had like the Korean or Russian versions and EU NA, which is the Amazon edition of the censorship, and it's a lot more censored. They removed all skin. You can see from this one, it looks like, and just did away with it. And also had this, I believe it was like an artist class or something. And in the Korean version, you had these characters with short skirts. And looking at the Amazon, it looks like they just removed the skirts completely. So I don't know why they feel like they need to do this. And this is not...
Which country, is it Korea or Japan, that has made a law that like every single phone... Am I right about this? Correct me if I'm wrong. But don't they have a law there that every single phone has to have an actual sound because people are taking upskirt photos?
not like the only thing. Like, I saw this image before. It seems like this. I don't know. Is this like what, like the woke culture that's happening in America currently, or does they feel like they have to change things because otherwise people will feel offended or something?
Yeah, probably. I think that if you want to talk about changing outfits for underage-looking characters, this is a conversation. I think that if you want to talk about changing outfits and censoring anything for adult characters, you're out of your mind and you need to leave the house.
I just I just have a trouble understanding why they go through such efforts to censor things, where it feels like they could just leave the game as is in a lot of aspects.
Because there's 6 losers that are going to cry about it on Twitter.
It just over-obsessive, it feels like to me, with their take on the censorship, and I don't know. Yeah. It feels like they don't really need to be doing as much as they are. But I mean, that's just my take. For me, myself, I'm still probably going to be playing on the Japanese version of Blue Protocol, so I'm going to be avoiding all the censorship. I can just kind of watch from the sidelines and kind of see what Amazon does to, I don't know, make themselves fail. It feels like they, have all these opportunities on their hand, and they just go out of their way to potentially limit themselves. Or
I don't know why these companies keep making decisions for an audience that doesn't even want to play their content. Like, what the fuck? Like, the people that they're trying to make happy aren't gonna play Blue Protocol because of this. It's so weird.
Inhibit themselves, saying that it's because what the players want, or we don't want to offend anybody. It's like, you go to such a extent to try not to offend everybody. You drive everyone away. But that's where we're at currently. So these are some of the things that look like they're going to be censored, or I guess are censored as per the interview. So we'll have to see what else gets censored going forward with Blue Protocol for the Amazon release. If you have any thoughts on this, let me know in the comments. I'll be sure to keep following this as it continues. But once again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.
All right. Well, I think that's a pretty fair take on it. Aethersong is actually one of the best resources for Blue Protocol. If you are interested in Blue Protocol, this guy actually translated a number of the interviews and the content that Blue Protocol released from Japanese to English. So make sure to follow him if you're a fan of that and you want to follow up with the channel. And I remember I watched his coverage of the first like one that they did. Yeah, there you go. Blue Protocol emergency stream coming soon, starring Jeff Bezos. Yeah, there you go. So this guy's sus. I don't think he's sus. It's like guys, like, this is like, it's a serious thing, man. Like not goof around, right? It's a serious thing. And also, like, again, like, my opinion on the censorship is that I think it's fair to have a conversation about the underage looking characters, but I don't think there should be any censorship in any capacity for adult characters. I think the idea that people need that is ridiculous. It's infantilizing to adults that are going to play the game. And I think it's catering to an audience of people that doesn't exist, number one. And to the extent that they do exist, they're not the audience. As a woman, the censorship on adult characters actually makes me not want to play the game, because I want to be able to wear what I want to wear in my character. No, see, as a woman, you don't understand, okay? Like, see, you're a woman, so maybe you don't get it. But I'm here to protect you, okay? I'm here to protect you from yourself. And I don't want you to accidentally sexualize yourself or be able to choose what you're wearing, because that could put you in a position that people could actually objectify you. And you might not know this, but don't worry, I as a man know that better than you. And so I'm going to make sure that you wear certain clothes so you don't have that happen, okay? So it's okay. It's completely fine. We're here to help. God. Oh, what a fucking joke.